All right, everyone, we're doing Chopin Nocturne today. It is Nocturne in B-flat minor, Opus 9, number 1. Just making sure the opus number there. So let's hear the opening of this. You'll probably recognize it as soon as I start playing it. So forth. Hello, I'm Sean Cheek. Welcome to SeanCheek.com, your place for learning how to read music. Of course, this is an advanced lesson, so if you have trouble reading music at all, if you're a newbie, brand new to reading piano music, or you're someone who never learned to really sight read well, you need to do my sight reading lessons on SeanCheek.com. There are 132 sight reading lessons with PDF printouts. You always get to print out the sheet music for the lessons on SeanCheek.com, so you can have that with you. My website also works on the iPad and all mobile devices. Works really well, so check that out. But let's get started here. I'm going to assume you can read some music already. Okay? So if I didn't, we'd be here all day, so I'm going to assume you can read music already. We have 5 flats in the key signature. Alright, so, alright, just started my program. There we go. We have 5 flats in the key signature. B, E, A, D, G. And so those are the order of flats. B, E, A, D, G. And we're going to flat all of those letters automatically when we get to them. So it's in the key of B flat minor. It could have been the key of D flat major if you... So there's our D flat scale, but it's not. It's in B flat minor. Alright, so, and how do we know that? You have to play the piece a little bit to see if it's in major or minor. And you can see the first chord there in the left hand. And we have B flat minor chord and then an F major 5 chord. So anyway, we're in B flat minor. We're going to start up high. One more thing. So we just looked at the key signature. The time signature is 6/4. That means 6 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we're going to have the quarter note as the beat. All right. A lot of times when we see a 6, we think, oh, it's 6/8 time. But this time it's 6/4. So the quarter note still gets the beat. It's what you're used to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in. And we just have 8th notes and quarter notes to start with. So that's pretty easy. We have some pickup notes to start with. The first measure of the piece is not this. The first measure is this. These are called pickup notes. And it's 4 and 5 and 6 in. We start on count 4. We say 4 and 5 and 6 and... Alright, as far as fingering goes, what's up here is fine. 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1. You could also start with a 3 finger if you want. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 2, 1. So, you know, that's subjective. You can change. You don't have to use the fingerings that are notated there. And hopefully you know that. Those aren't something you have to do. They're good recommendations sometimes. Okay, so we start with a high B flat. Okay, that's a B flat up there, that ledger line. Then we go up to a C note. Then we go up to a D flat. We're going to go 2, 3, 4. We'll just follow that finger. Now we're going to go down to A natural. Now why is that A natural? It's natural because it would have been flat, but we're naturaling it because of the key signature would have been flat, so we have to put a natural there to know to not flat it. 2, 3, 4, 1. Now we're going to go back to B flat, but this time with a 4 finger. And then here we have G flat. That may seem weird to you to do a G flat if you're not used to playing in flats, but it's a G flat. So B flat, C, D flat, A natural, B flat, G flat, na 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 na. Espressivo means lots of feeling and freedom with the expression. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on expression and playing, you know, because we're trying to learn the notes here. So I'm going to pretty much play it straight. Alright, so we got that up high, and then we're going to go to F. Let's go ahead and do the right hand in this measure. F, 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 F. Now they have you changing fingers. 3, 2, 1. You can stay on the same finger if you want. I've never been a big fan of that changing fingers on every note. But 4 Fs, and then we're going to go G flat, F, E flat, C, starting with a forefinger. G flat, F, E flat, C. Bum, 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 bum. So we start off 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and... Now those have staccatos there, but this is a... So you see the slur too, so it's a legato piece. So you want to just kind of brush the keys a little bit when you have something like that. When it's a sustained piece, legato melody, and you have staccatos in there, you don't do this. That's not stylistic at all. You just brush the keys like that. Okay, let's look at the left hand. Now the left hand is really going to stretch out here. And we're going to start with a B flat minor chord. Now, those of you who know this, B, D, F is a B chord, but B flat, D flat, F is B flat minor, B flat, D flat, F. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes there are going to be part of the B flat, D flat, F chord. They're going to be spread out and mixed up, but that's the recipe for the B flat minor chord, B flat, F. Okay? See, I went all the way from this B flat up to this F, and then I play notes in the chord within there. So what we're going to do is start with a B flat on the 5th finger, and then we go up to F with the 3rd finger, or the 2, whatever you prefer, and then D flat with a thumb, B flat with a 2, and then this ledger line note is in F. And then the next F, you can play either with your 5th finger or your 3rd finger. If you play with your 5th finger, you'll have to play the 5th finger again on the B flat, but that's okay. It's going to be, a little bit awkward however you finger it because of the big stretches. But those are the notes. B flat, F, D flat, B flat, F, F. Now, on the second part here, this is a different chord. This one, it's a B flat pedal note, which means we continue to have B flat on the bass, but the middle of it's going to change to an F7 chord. Now, F, A, C, the A is natural. See the A natural? F, A, C, and then E flat on the top. Make a 7th chord. F, A, C, E flat. And that's what we have here. You say, well, there's no C in there. I know, but it's understood. It's left out, but it's still... You could put it in there and it would sound just fine. It wouldn't change the chord at all. Okay? So that's what we have here is the B flat pedal note, and then right here we have F with a 3 if you like, and then E flat with your thumb, then A natural with the 3rd finger, and then F up high again, and then an F on the bass. So ba 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 ba. You need to practice the left hand alone there. So we have 1 and 2. New chord. Now all you do is line them up after having played them separately like that. So, oops, this one goes here. You see, this is not real hard to line these up. You just do that. So we start here. We'll go this pickup, the pickup notes, and then one measure. Go 1 and 5 and 6 and 1. Okay. Self-explanatory there. Now we're going to go a little further. Let's see. Move this over a little bit. So we can get that last measure in there. I like to really zoom in so that you can see it. Even though you have your PDF printout, I like to really zoom in so you can, even if you don't have the printout, you can still do the, man, that's a long measure. All of those. There we go. Alright, you have all of these, this 11 here. Alright, so that's no big deal. But then you have this. Okay, and that's what scares a lot of people with Chopin, is those you look at that, oh, I just give up. I don't feel like doing that. Or you'll see a 41 or something, you know, oh, that 11. It's just kind of an improvised thing with Chopin. And I'm going to show you how to make it easier here, to make it understandable. So let's do that. Let's finish up our little easy part though. We have D flat and B flat in the right hand. D flat, B flat. So play 2, 1 with your fingering. Play around with your fingerings. Don't get married to just one fingering right off the bat. Try things out. See what your hand decides upon. Now this is just like this was, so I won't teach this again. See this B flat minor chord? We already know it. We talked about it right there. So no big deal there. But if we look at the right hand here, put the D flat and the B flat with it, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and. So that's no big deal, just putting those together. But then when we start this, okay, let's look at the right hand first. You have to break it up into sections. That's one little section. You say, well, how do I know where the sections are? Well, that's why you have me to tell you. So you have B flat, C, D flat. B flat, C, D flat is the first little section. Da, 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 and the next one's going to be that many. Da, 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 da. So look at the second section. It's going to be A natural, B flat, A natural, G sharp, A. See, the A stay natural. Then B flat, A, G sharp. And we could go, it says 1, 4. That works. 1, 4, 3, 2, 3. Or you could go 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. On that, I'm going to cross over. You can do what you want. Alright, so we have that little part, ba, 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 and then the second part, da, 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 da. And then the last 3 notes are C, B flat, G flat. So that would be the third little section. So you break these up into sections, and they're not so, you know, just a zillion notes that you can't understand. It's first one, second one, and then the last one. Okay? And none of the notes have to line up except the first one. And just, you know, put this at the end. It doesn't matter where you play these other ones, whether you line them up with the left hand or not. They can just come whenever you... Okay, you see what I mean? They don't necessarily fall any particular place. You just have to get them, space them out and get them finished by the time your left hand finishes. That's how it's really done. Okay? If you absolutely must line them up, you can do that. You can, you know, if you, to get them, just to be able to get through it, if you need to line them up, you can do that. Put a line between a certain one of them. But, you know, 11's not something that's going to metrically divide easily when you have, you know, 6 notes in the left hand. So you just line up the first one. Okay? I tend to put this one with that one. You know, I'll line up those two a little bit, alright? But that's what you have to do. You just have to make sure the left hand keeps going. And then, okay? Now let's go from the beginning of the line all the way to the end. You can't see it, it's cut off because of how zoomed in I am, but we have... Just keep trying that one little part. I know you'll just have to play it over and over and over and over and over again until it will feel comfortable to you. You know, just work on that part, you know, aside from all the rest of it. Alright, that's good enough for the free part 1 that I put on YouTube. SeanCheek.com will have all of the rest of the lessons for this piece.